Hi, Flynn Morley. Grandma here to read you another story. I miss you, I love you, and I hope you enjoy the story. The story today is called And Tango Makes Three. Three penguins, I'm guessing. And it won an award. The awards from the people who take care of animals. Tango Makes Three, and Justin Richardson and Peter Parnell wrote the book. Somebody named Peter and someone named Justin wrote this book together. That's nice. Look at the zoo. Wow, look at all the things in the zoo. Look at that. What are they pointing at? It's a seal, yeah. Oh, big bird. Big bird statue. Okay, here we go. In the middle of New York City, there is a great big park called Central Park. Children love to play there, but it has a toy boat pond, and you can sail boats there. It has a carousel to ride on in summer, and in the winter, it has an ice rink to skate on. Look at the carousel. Oh, nice park. I like going to the park. Best of all, it has its very own zoo. Every day, families of all kinds go to visit the animals who live there. Look at that. They're going to the zoo. Oh, who's that? Mom and Dad and Flynn Morley maybe going to the zoo. Haha, looks like fun, eh? Oh, wow. What's that? But children and their parents aren't the only families at the zoo. The animals make families of their own. There are red panda bear families, and mothers and fathers, and furry red panda baby cubs. There are monkey dads and monkey moms raising noisy monkey babies. There are toad families and toucan families and cotton top tamarin families too. Look at cotton top tamarin there. The birdies and everything. Toucans, see? Toucans. Wow. Oh, what's that? What is that? It's like a peacock. And in the penguin house, there are, that's right, penguin families. Every year, at the same time, the girl penguins start noticing the boy penguins, and the boy penguins, they notice the girls. When the right girl and the right boy find each other, they get together. They become a couple. To make what? Babies, I'm guessing. Two penguins in Penguin House were a little bit different. One was named Roy and the other was named Silo. I wonder which one Roy and which one's Silo. I don't know, you decide. They were both boys, but they did everything together. Well, they're like best buddies, huh? They bowed to each other. They walked together. They sang together. I like singing together. And they swam together. Where Roy went, Silo went too. Blub, 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 blub. They didn't spend much time with girl penguins, and the girl penguins didn't spend much time with them. Instead, Roy and Silo wound their necks around each other. Oh, they liked each other a lot. Their keeper, Mr. Gramsci, noticed the two penguins and thought to himself, maybe they're in love. Yeah, everybody's a couple and maybe they're a couple. Roy and Silo watched how the other penguins made a home. They built nests of stones for themselves. That's a nice home for a penguin. Every night, Roy and Silo slept together just like the other penguins, building their house with their stones. Look at that, doing a good job. And then having a little rest in their little stone house. Every morning, Roy and Silo woke up together, but one day Roy and Silo saw that other couples could do something they could not. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, they could have family with babies. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen now? The mama penguin would lay the egg. She and Papa penguin would take turns keeping the egg warm. And finally it would hatch. And a baby would come out of the egg. Look at it, popping right out of there for all the families. They can have their little baby. Look, that's what you looked like when you were born. Little fuzzy penguin. Okay, what's going to happen next? This is really interesting. Roy and Silo had no egg to sit on and keep warm. They had no baby chick to feed and cuddle and love. Their nest was nice, but it was empty. One day Roy found something that looked like an egg, and he thought he could hatch it. So he brought it to the nest. But, it was only a rock. Silo sat on it. Very carefully he sat on it, and he sat, and he sat, and he sat, and he sat. And he sat, and he got sleepy, so he slept, and when Silo was done sleeping and sitting, he went for a swim, and Roy sat. And day after day, Silo and Roy sat and sat and sat on the rock, but nothing happened. No. Well, then Mr. Ramsay got an idea. He found an egg. And it needed a family to look after it, someone to care for it. And he brought it to Roy and Silo's nest. Look at that. They're getting a nice egg from somebody. It's nice when that happens. Roy and Silo knew just what to do. They moved the egg to the center of their nest. Every day they turned it so it stayed warm on all sides. Some days Roy sat while Silo went for food, and other days it was Silo's turn to take care of the egg. Oh, they took turns. Because it's their egg together, right? So they both looked after it. That's nice. They sat in the morning, they sat at night. They sat at lunchtime and in swim time and supper, and they just sat all the time. And they sat in the beginning of the month, and they sat at the end of the month, and they sat on the days in between. Just waiting for what? One day they heard a sound coming from inside the egg. Beep, 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 it said. Roy and Silo called back. Beep, beep, answered the egg. And then beep, 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 beep. Oh, boop. Suddenly, a hole appeared in the shell, and then crack. Whoa. Out came their very own baby. She had fuzzy white feathers and a black beak. Now Roy and Silo were fathers. We'll call her Tango, Mr. Ramsay decided, because it takes two to make Tango. Roy and Silo taught Tango how to sing. When she was hungry, they brought her food. They snuggled her at nest night time. And Tango was the first penguin in the zoo to have two daddies. Oh, isn't that nice? They got their little baby. Oh. Tango grew strong enough to leave the nest. Roy and Silo took her for a swim just like the other penguin families. And all the children who came to the zoo could see Tango and her two fathers playing in the penguin house with the other penguins. Hooray, Roy! Hooray, Silo! Welcome, Tango! They cheered. Look at that. Everybody is a big penguin family, and all the people come to the zoo to cheer them on. That's nice. At night, the three penguins went back to their nest. They snuggled together like all other penguins in the penguin house, and all other animals do in the zoo, and all the families in the big city around them. They snuggled together and went to sleep. The end. Well, that was nice. I certainly like that story. I hope you enjoyed it too, Flynn Morley. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.